Welcome to the interview with Let It Rot.
What's up?
I have Brandon, Alex, Scotty, and Andrew on. Welcome, fellas. How you doing today?
How's it
Good,
going?
man. How you doing?
Doing
Good,
pretty good.
good. Um,
Sorry.
I think kind of starting out, I'm just kind of curious, like how did you guys form as a band, and kind of where did the like Let It how did where did you guys get the name like Let It Rot?
Hmm. Uh, so I guess I would say the band started technically sometime around
They have
2017.
Oakland loves those
Alex
ones.
wasn't in the band yet. He sort of just joined maybe a year or so ago, and we had the original guitarist Andrew. What's going on back there?
I, I just
We had our
yeah.
original guitarist RJ, and we were hanging out with each other, just kind of recording stuff, not really doing anything too seriously. And we had another guy drumming, and we were just jamming, tossing names back and forth after we had written the first couple of our songs. That we don't have those songs anymore. Those songs don't exist. But we're tossing a bunch of names back. Like one of them was like Project 42 or something silly like that. And I just hated all these names. RJ blurts out "Let It Rot" at some point, just out of the blue, and I'm like, "That one, that's the one." So RJ,
That's the one.
who's no longer in the band, came up with it.
Sometimes you just know when you hear it, you know? Yeah, that's
It
cool.
it just felt right, I guess it was right.
So um the Order of the Black Worm, like that has like more views on Spotify than like pretty much all of your songs. It has 10 times more. What's the reasoning behind that?
We have no idea. We got insanely lucky behind that one.
Elder
I,
Scrolls.
I think it had something to do with it being about the Elder Scrolls. I don't know if you've ever played Oblivion ever, or maybe even Skyrim.
I have
Um,
Skyrim, yeah.
the one that came before it, I liked Oblivion a lot, and there's a character in it. His name's Mana Marco. He's a very powerful sorcerer, necromancer, and I wrote Order about that. Just silly Elder Scrolls stuff, and I think being connected to that is what helped it, and it got put on a Spotify curated deathcore playlist, and it stayed on that playlist for over a year and just kept going. It was crazy. Even Lake of Fire got put on a cool playlist, but they only kept it on there for like a month.
I think Choke is on one now too, isn't it?
Not a curated list.
Oh, okay. I knew it was on some
Not
kind of list, but yeah,
not one of the big fancy special ones.
yeah, that's fair.
Um, and one of your other biggest songs, maybe I'll pronounce this wrong, Malice Favor?
Malaise
Fervor?
fervor.
Malaise Fervor,
Fervor?
yeah.
We call it mayonnaise fever.
Well, here's AJ.
He made it. He said he had to download Zoom a couple minutes ago. He's got slow internet.
Welcome.
Hello, AJ.
He's coming.
He's getting there.
Oh,
Yeah. Um, so you guys call it mayonnaise fever? Like
that's
that's
what that's what it looks like. That one for a short period, we had a fella, Bernard Pohl was playing guitar with us. That was one of his contributions. He kind of wrote the majority of that song with Dominic a couple years or so ago, and he had some lyrics and everything for it. So I ended up screaming his lyrics and everything on that track. Uh, so that's all his Bernard Pohl's brainchild. I had
okay.
to even ask him. I'm like, what does that mean? I still don't really remember what it means.
I think I looked it up at one point. I don't remember what it was, but yeah,
Since you
Something
got
real sad.
yeah.
Oh,
since you
sorry.
guys recently released Choke, what's kind of been the reception of that?
It got a little bit less than I think we hoped for, but the people that have been listening to it liked it a lot. Personally, it's not my favorite song.
It's on the other side. It's actually one of my favorites. It's at least bass wise, it's very simple, and it's fun to play. And it has good groove to it and everything too. And I know a lot of people that that I've shown it to that really like it stuff too. So which is makes it fun, for us to play and stuff. So
I saw the 128 song has Preston on it. Like when he was with Heart of
Part of
Jordan,
Jordan.
I booked him for Lansing Beer Fest. So yeah, so that's kind of cool. I saw that. I was like, that's cool that you guys have done a song together before.
Yeah, Preston's a cool guy. I had him I still lived at my mom's when we were recording that one too, and he came in my room and we're saying everything for it. It was cool. I almost lost everything too, and I had to go into like all the weird Reaper files and dig it out and piece it back together because he had already left. He wasn't gonna do it again.
Yeah. Is he even in the state anymore?
I don't know what happened to Preston. He kind of just he sort of just dipped.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like anyway. He doesn't really talk much.
Yeah. What's that? What's the kind of premise behind that song, like 128 or 128?
128
is.
is one that RJ wrote, I think. I think it was something to do with his now ex-girlfriend, some sad relationship stuff.
Oh, yeah. Um,
I wish I had a better story.
no, it's okay. I guess
We're pretty boring, Paul. I'm sorry.
I'm sure you're not. I think it'd be kind of cool just to go around and say like 3 albums like that influenced you as a musician that like when you heard it you're like holy shit, like what is this? I'm just interested to hear who has influenced you guys.
The Shags and the Philosophy of the World.
Jeez. Well, I guess I'll start. I guess the 3 top albums that influenced me. I'm a Metallica boy. I know not a lot of people these days like Metallica, but And Justice for All was a big album for me. That's the whole reason I started playing the guitar. And then after that, there's this band called Dream Theater. They had
Love Dream Theater.
Yeah, Dream Theater's amazing.
Mhm.
They had an album called The Dramatic Turn of Events when Mike Portnoy left and Mike Mangini joined as the drummer.
Mhm.
That album got me into the prog side of music. And then I'd say my top favorite album of all time would be the Language album by the Contortionists, and that one really shaped my my progginess as well. I don't know, I'm a proggy boy. I'm a proggy froggy, So those are probably my top 3 albums, I would say, for sure.
I don't know if I can say like a top 3. I can give you top 2 at least. I probably have a third I'll think of later after this, but I'm a huge Queen fan. So I'm gonna say Queen's A Night at the Opera. That's probably my favorite album of all time. And then I really like Avenged Sevenfold's self-titled album too. That's a big one for me.
Isn't that has like critically acclaimed?
Yeah, yep, that's the one. Yep,
I saw him on that tour. It was incredible.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I saw them last year and it wasn't incredible.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I think
I was like
I saw them once when what was the album? The one with like Hill of the King and all that. I saw them on that tour.
Evil City or
no, it was not
Hail,
City of Evil.
Yeah, Hail of the King.
It was
I think Hail of the King was right after the Rev died, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yep. It was pretty good. But yeah, City of Evil too that's definitely one of my tops too. I like what was it? Chelsea Grins had an EP or LP or whatever. The one with like Lilith and stuff like that. That was up there. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So
I'm sorry if it's a little loud on my end. There's some kids in the car.
I understand.
A little busy, so I'm sorry.
We're gonna assault you about it later.
Quick mic check. Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I was
Nice
fucking
jacket, bro.
trying to.
I don't know
Yeah,
how to
dude.
mute
This
myself when I need
weird
to,
bald guy fucking gave it to me. Is fucking.
Is it that one? The other word?
It's like the Brady Bunch.
I know, right?
At least that's where I'm located. Anyways, who's next?
AJ's next.
Yeah.
AJ's
I'm next. All right. So starting off was probably like the earlier albums from Slipknot.
You know what? Yeah, that's one of those.
Rest in peace, Joey Jordison. I remember being probably like 12 or 14, just driving to my dad's house for the weekend. And I would be just at the top of my lungs, just screaming the most like offensive obscenities that were coming out of their music. And my mom and sister would just turn back and be like, AJ, you need to settle down. All right. 'Cause early Slipknot was super unhinged. I love it
like
to this day.
Servicing. I mean, that's a great song. Yeah, I mean, their first album is killer from start to finish. I mean, it came out like 99. Yeah.
I loved their I loved how the first people call it the Sick album, but it's it's more like their self-titled album. After what is it, Make, Feed, Kill, Repeat. They actually they had, if you kept everything going, they had like hidden tracks, and it was like 15 to 20 minutes on the back of the CD.
So
And they had that was the first time I heard like the hyper version of
Spit It Out.
There it is. Spit It Out.
Yep. I love that one. Love that one.
Like the song itself is already extremely fast.
Yeah.
But that's just that whole album, yeah, exactly, Paul, from start to finish, just amazing.
The thing about Slipknot is that you realize that, like, oh wait, that's the sound of a baseball bat hitting a keg. And it works.
It works. They had 9 people doing random shit, and it all worked. And then immediately after that, I would say tied for 1 and 2 would have to be Bring Me the Horizon. Love Bring Me the Horizon. And probably August Burns Red. So they
Alex
had
has opinions about Bring Me the Horizon.
Alex's opinions don't matter. My phone died.
I might have to agree with AJ for my third on the Slipknot thing, because Volume 3 really helped me get into metal, and Rammstein too. I'm a huge Rammstein fan, so I think a lot of their stuff and with Slipknot too, a lot of earlier Slipknot stuff really was a big influence for me, especially with like screaming and stuff too. That's what really helped me get into screaming in the first place, is backing vocalists. So.
Did any of you guys were you guys into like System of a Down's first album? Did you guys
a little bit. There's something like I like obviously Sugar and stuff like that. Yeah.
I like Spiders on there because it was a little more melodic and just but yeah, I mean the first System of a Down, like I had that album in high school, and I had that, and I was listening to that in Dio's Holy Diver. I was just getting into Dio at the time. So like I like new metal, and I like old school metal. I got introduced to metal through Ozzy. So
hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, I got to see all the like new metal bands, because I mean I graduated high school in like 2001, so that was like the right time for that, to see a lot of those bands.
Hell yeah. That's awesome, dude.
What about you, Andrew?
Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So I'm mine's very niche. So I'm basically the whole discography of this band called Cold Rain out of Japan. I'm in love with the entire band. And then a double album by Justin Timberlake called The 2020 Experience. And I'd say, I mean, there's a couple other albums that I would throw up there, but I'm always about like the entire discography of about like a lot of musicians. I would have to say the last influence would probably be the album Color and the Shape by Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Foo Fighters.
I mean, that's the thing with like the Foo Fighters. I kind of like always pose the question is like, have they had a better career than Nirvana? I mean, they probably have more hits because they have more albums.
They've had way more longevity, I would say, too. Um, with all the drama, I think that was behind Nirvana, Dave Grohl, I think, got rid of a lot of it, and they're just, they're selling out stadiums and stuff, just like Nirvana was, and doing all the cool stuff. So I think so.
Yeah, but there was so much hysteria because, I mean, Nirvana essentially killed all the hair bands, and it just started this whole revolution of new music. So,
I think hair bands killed the hair bands.
it was getting really cheesy. So I don't disagree with you there. Like the music
Drugs.
was bad.
It's like
But
look at you could almost compare the hair bands to like the 2006 Seenie Weenie bands. Look at a lot of them nowadays. What's that? What's that one? What's his name? Uh, little twink looking scrub had the emo red hair, and now he it's not Johnny Craig, but he looks like Johnny Craig now. He's all tore up and doesn't do anything. Look what happened to Danny Warsnop.
I think personally, I think middle-aged, male baldness is what killed hair metal bands. Like, just
yeah,
It's not a mohawk. It's a rare form of male pattern baldness.
I say that as a bald dude. So
no, I mean, a lot of good bands got lumped in with hair bands, and they really weren't.
Yeah.
Like they lump in Queensryche, and Queensryche's not a hair band. I don't. They're prog rock.
yeah.
And but yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of bands that are just like this music it just got bad, and then there was just a fresh sound between Nirvana, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, like
Yep. Yep.
and
Huge grunge guy
probably
though.
one of my favorite bands from that era is Blind Melon, and I just
I
wonder
love
like
that little B girl song.
no rain.
That's
Yeah.
I mean the album is that, but it's literally just the girl in the bee suit is the album cover.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess for me, like the music video, because at that time, like MTV still played music videos, and
Oakland,
I mean, it's
don't
such
stop.
an iconic music video. But the song is actually about like the guitarist. It's about his girlfriend, like going through depression or being depressed. So
I thought it was about his little sister.
maybe.
Andrew, can
That's
you
what
mute real quick?
at least that's what I remember talking to my dad about that exact song once, because I remember they released a Guitar Hero for the freaking Nintendo DS, and I had it, and that song was on it, and that's how I discovered that song. And my dad heard me playing it, and he started telling me stuff about it because he knows a lot of weird music lore.
Yeah. Yeah, no Rain's great. I mean, Blind Melon's two albums, I think, start to finish, are pretty solid. But unfortunately, they another band that heroin just got the best of them or the worst of them. But
Yeah,
Shannon Hoon.
yeah,
that singer died, didn't he?
Yeah, Shannon Hoon.
yeah. But I mean, that was like the plague of the 90s grunge. It was a lot of them was heroin. So, but
Kurt
yeah.
Cobain died I think 10 days, either 10 days or a week or something like that. Like just before my day I was born. It was interesting.
Kurt Cobain was
You
killed by
are
Courtney.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah,
No,
I
because
think
I'm
it was
not
like
27 anymore.
it was like April of 94.
94.
Like,
Yep.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
my birth month. So.
Oh, you're such a baby.
Shut your baby.
Kurt
Shut up.
Cobain
I'm
was
right in the
murdered.
middle
I
of
stand by
everybody.
that.
Yeah, I got a few years on you guys then. That's for
That makes me
for
feel
sure.
better because I've been feeling old. I'm only 29.
Yeah, you're not that old.
I'm the
AJ's
baby.
AJ's the oldest. Now, actually, here now that I just gave the first one away, if you had the guess who, like, order of like old to youngest, like what would you guess for us? I'm doing the interview now.
I'd probably guess that I'd probably guess that you're the oldest.
Me? Do I look the man?
Oh
No,
shit!
no, I'm second oldest though. I am second oldest, but AJ's got me beat.
By the
So
way, his phone died.
yeah, his phone died.
Well, it's
I
okay.
think Alex is the youngest. I'm second youngest.
Mhm. But yeah, Andrew's
I
middle.
stay in the middle.
I feel like I wasted my album question on the Shags, and now I'm sad.
Yeah.
Well, if you want, you
The
can always edit it.
Shags.
Like I don't, like you can
No,
always
don't let him redeem it. Don't let
Don't
him.
let him redeem it.
let 'em
Fuck him.
redeem it.
Yeah.
Why are you
Meanwhile, my
redeeming the
album picks are
card?
actually like 10 albums.
Yeah, I mean, there's
It's
so
not
many.
three, it's 10.
It's hard to choose three, and hard to choose that on the spot. And I totally get that.
Uh, I could
Um,
should I could tell the shroom story.
sure,
Should I tell
that
the
sounds
shroom
fun.
story?
Yeah,
Oh,
go for it. Yeah.
So there's I had gotten like 3.5, maybe 4 grams of shrooms, and I wasn't too experienced in it. I wanted to go for a ride though, so I ate the whole thing, and as things started turning up, so I wanted to put on some music, but I wanted to put on something heavy. So I put on some Black Tongue, and I put on the entire album of Nadir by them. The entire album at this point is just a spiritual journey for me. So I'm starting to really come up, and I'm listening to this song. So I strip butt naked, stand in the mirror in my room. There's a big mirror in my room on the dresser, and I'm standing in it, listening to this crazy stuff. You gotta look this up when you get off Black Tongue Nadir, crazy album. Imagine being on shrooms. I'm in the mirror, butt naked, screaming at the demons to come get me, come fight me, rawr. And of course they never did, and for the next 45 minutes, I thought I was the most unstoppable cosmic force ever. Then the album was over, the music stopped, and then I sat down and I read Avatar: The Last Airbender comics for the next 7 hours.
Jeez.
That's
I have to
funny.
turn my camera off for a bit. My phone is about to die next.
We don't want to see you anyways. It's cool.
Uh,
I know.
does anybody know how to mute myself though on the phone? Because
Should be bottom left
Uh-huh.
hand corner. There's 3 menus. In the middle menu, you just see whoever's talking, and all the way to the right, you see everybody. And in the
Yeah.
bottom left, you should have a mute button on the app.
if you submerge your
No.
phone in water, it'll create a barrier.
Oh, that's great. So like, what else do you guys have? Because you said you guys recently released Choke, and you said you're releasing some more singles coming up. Um, do you have specific dates for those releases, or what songs you're releasing?
We only have one release date announced at the moment, which is for the next song. I don't even know. I don't know. Fuck it. It's called Scarlet. It's dropping
We
March
played it live
14th.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, we play it live. We also play one of the other ones called Undying Live, but that's not
Mhm.
coming out for a while. Scarlet's got a cool music video for it, and I think I announced all this stuff on the radio on Q106 too.
Yep.
Yeah, well, March 14th. Terry said that's some Scary Terry said that's like some sort of like Day of Doom holiday or some cool shit.
It's also
I'll
Pi
put
Day.
them up.
It is. Yeah, it is Pi Day. Yeah.
He would
It is
probably
Pi.
know that. Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
sent me sent me the link of the video to see it. It's good.
House, it's all black.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Was some of that footage was at Havoc, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
good portion of that. We filmed that in like 4 different spots. I think Havoc, Mulligan's, the Jolly Llama,
Skeletons.
and Skeletons. Yeah,
The Jolly Llama.
The
the
Jolly
Jolly
Llama.
Llama. It's a basement. It's a hardcore basement venue. That was a fun time.
Yeah, that's cool. I was at Havoc last year. That was a good show. I was impressed.
It was it was
Wish
a lot of fun. It was a lot of
I
fun.
wish they were doing it again.
Yeah, yeah. I was hoping I was hoping that they would be able to do it again, but it's unfortunate, but it was well run, and there's a lot of great bands on there. I thought you guys passed on that, and
I had a great time there. I got to meet Kitty.
yeah,
Me.
they're pretty cool.
That was a real fun time. Getting to play with Conquer Divide was a real good time too. We've played with them a few times. I think we did that at Hear This Fest too at the Diesel Lounge. Conquer
Yeah.
Divide.
Rest
They're
in
real
peace. Hear This Fest.
cool. What happened to Hear This Fest is done now?
Yeah, because he couldn't lock in a venue and it was getting too stressful. So I think he stopped the Hear This Fest indefinitely.
Well, I have my own quarrels with that particular festival. So
Yeah, I really like Conquer Divide. I mean, they were great. And they just blend really well with like having the guttural vocals with the clean vocals, and I feel like it balances. It balances very nicely. But yeah, I'm excited about them. I'm excited about them being on the bill for Rock Lansing this year and seeing what type of show they put on. I think it'll
yeah, dude, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Right
lot of
about
fun.
that, right?
Really looking forward to it.
I really love the new style of bands that are coming in with Rock Lansing versus when Common Ground was around.
Andrew,
Like, I
mute
guess
it.
Okay.
I guess no huge disrespect at all to what Common Ground was, but I didn't care for a lot of the bands that were coming through, especially towards the end of Common Ground.
I saw Tech Nine there.
Tech Nine's pretty
was
cool.
it Common Ground?
Tech Nine, Snoop Dogg, and
Tech-
Wally. I think it
Oh.
was his name.
I'll tell you though, probably one of the best shows I saw at Common Ground was Slash with Miles Kennedy. That show was incredible.
Oh shit!
Everything.
I bet that was
Yeah.
amazing.
dude.
The rest of it,
But,
I got to see Styx
it's like
once.
one of my favorites he has.
Styx is good, man. I mean, they're a legendary prog rock band. That's the thing, like with Common Ground.
Everybody's ready for food?
Like I got to see like
Let's
Leonard Skinner, ZZ Top, Alice Cooper,
not do the
all my
crawfish
brothers,
again.
like in stuff. But yeah, I mean,
I know.
People try to compare. People try to compare. Like, oh, think that Rock Lansing is gonna be Common Ground. Like, no, it's not. And like, I just kind of say like, we book anything from rockabilly to death metal. So like, that's the gamut that like we'll book. Like next year, if I can get Reverend Horton Heat, why not?
I kind of like.
I think that good music is good music. I don't
Like,
necessarily
not that I don't love this
pigeonhole
one,
ourselves
but
that we're going to be just do a certain kind of rock or metal.
do you need my phone name?
So
I think it's cool. I like the variety in it. You know what I mean? And I know we're all really looking forward to the especially the pre-show for us. But
Yeah.
even just the main event, I think it's gonna be really fun. I know my wife was looking forward to seeing a few of the bands there too. So we're really looking forward to that too. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I hope it's just not Bad Flower.
Yeah, she's getting into them a little bit. We started listening to them a little bit. They're pretty good. So
Well, we're next week and announced that they backed out as the headliner.
oh, did they really? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
It hasn't been announced, so
Okay.
and we got Saliva as a headliner right now, and
Oh,
we're working on
that's huge
adding,
though.
we're working on adding a couple other bands to the bill. To keep it up, but
That'd be cool.
I
Hell
can't
yeah.
control their bands, and it's unfortunate that they backed out, but
It's gonna happen.
Two-parter.
Unfortunately, it's
Yeah.
gonna
Let
happen.
it rot day one and let it rot day two.
We'll do it. Fuck it.
But yeah, I'm excited about the pre-show. I think you guys with Accuser and who knows, maybe Keto will come on for Pesticide if you guys play it.
Nope.
He almost always does.
Nope, we're not gonna
yeah.
play it. Nope.
You don't
We're not
wanna
gonna play
be
it
the
now.
stunt.
We don't want to.
Nope, we're not gonna play it.
He is on an angry react spree. He's being angry. He hasn't had his Snickers bar, so maybe not.
Yeah, no,
And
we're excited. We love playing shows with them. Obviously, they're really really good friends of ours. So Keto was the officiant at my wedding too. So I mean, if that says anything for how close of a relationship that we have with Accuser too. So, but
yeah, I think that was the really cool thing when we did the like announcement show was when I was like we were just waiting in the waiting room for like Kino 6. Like
Hey,
I
headline.
just noticed that like all these you guys just knew each other, and
mhm.
I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. It feels like a community.
Oh
Um,
yeah, 100%.
and I was like, that's awesome. That's just really really awesome to see because, um, like when I kind of got into doing festivals, I started in the craft beer scene, and a lot of the brewers were like really close with each other, helping each other out, and built a real community. And that just makes me happy and that's really what I want to help try to build in Lansing is just really help build the music scene and give people opportunity and just have more live music. And now we have an actual venue that is good. I feel like I like Grewal a lot, um, and they're trying to do stuff and they're trying to bring in variety. Oh, here's AJ back again.
I think Rock Lansing is doing a really really good job of, like you said, just bringing music to Lansing. Lansing's always really been known for its music and for a really long time, and it sucks when it dwindles away sometimes. It happens from time to time, but it always seems to come back, and it comes back strong. Rock Lansing's doing that.
Yeah, I love that. That's one thing too that
Welcome
kind of like
back.
we were talking about. One thing that I really like about the Michigan metal scene in general too is that we're like I wouldn't say everybody knows everybody, but we're all kind of interconnected in a way too. I mean, even from my first band that really kind of helped get me into the Michigan metal scene. Like there were a lot of people that like even joining this band. I'm just gonna go off on a tangent. I apologize. So,
No, sorry.
like even joining this band. I mean, I'm not from Lansing originally. I'm from the West Side. So yeah, West Side, yeah.
Dirty
But
Outlander.
like I was already friends with Brandon and I think AJ and I think Dom too. And when I moved to Lansing, it and they were looking for a bassist. It really helped. Because I already knew who Let It Rot was, but also just having these guys, in that kind of connection already. Even though I didn't know them personally, I hadn't met them in person yet. It was just cool because like I was like, oh yeah, okay, this guy's actually in this in Let It Rot. This guy's in, what I mean. And so just joining it after that, it was really cool because it's and being back in the scene too is
It
been
does.
just phenomenal for me too, and I love that. So, but
Yeah,
It's
and
a lot like when Jason Newsted joined Metallica. We also assault him just the same.
yeah,
they
he
shaved my head.
he did come in for Kill 'Em All, or not Kill 'Em All. Injustice for
Hey
All.
Andrew, could you mute?
Okay.
So, but yeah, you're hazing the new guy, and it's like after 5 years, he's still the new guy.
Yeah. Well, so actually, Alex and I officially joined about the same time. Actually, we like our first practice was at the same time. So, but Alex knew the guys personally more than I did. So, because
I didn't like Brandon.
Nobody likes me.
It's okay though.
I like you.
And now they're like BFFs, So, but
I'm kidding,
that's
by the
one
way,
thing
Brandon.
I've always that I really like about this band is that everybody gets along so well. Like we're all just great friends. We all get along really well, and I think it's really cool because I know sometimes that's a struggle with some bands, but that's what I really like about what we have right now is we're all really really good friends. We all hang out together and
Scotty beats me.
yeah.
Scotty.
It's all me. It's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you guys don't take things too seriously, and I mean, I feel like in a band when you have strong personalities, like if it can be difficult, especially if you're in a band with somebody that you probably don't like that much.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
So
And we've all been in it. I mean, we've all had that before, obviously too. But it's fun. It's nice.
I don't understand how bands can do that though. Just like being in a band with somebody that they hate. That just kind of seems horrible.
it's
Yeah.
I'm
called
sure there's
collecting a
better words,
paycheck.
but
I mean, you imagine how many
Yeah, it's
times
picking
Slash
that.
played with Axl Rose, and he probably just wanted to knock him out.
I
I mean,
think a lot of
LS.
it starts like right now we love each other. Let's just theorize we blow up, and then suddenly we're on tour all the time. We hate each other's guts, but man, we're making a bag and we don't want to go back to our normal jerk off lifestyle.
Is there space?
I don't know.
yeah, I mean, that happens. I mean, it's probably some of the bands like Fame and just The Road. I mean, if you're playing 200 dates a year, I mean that wears
Mhm.
on you.
Yeah, for sure.
It wears on you when you're not sleeping in your own bed. And just over
I don't
time.
know, man. My bunk in the van's pretty fucking comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very comfortable.
I get to cuddle
I
up
can
next to
attest.
Andrew. It's like
Mhm.
having a big ass body pillow right next to you the entire time.
I get Alex. It's about the same thing. Him and
No,
I,
the one time it was me. It was me and you cuddling next to each other. And
oh yeah, that's right. You couldn't
It's like
sleep.
rubbing your back up against bones.
fucking Brandon. One thing I'll tell you about Brandon. This dude, sorry, Brandon. This dude snores, and it is loud. It is very loud.
That was it. That was probably Andrew.
No, it was
probably
Brandon. It was definitely
me.
Brandon.
Andrew and
I
Brandon
snore
are the
like a fucking
snorers.
chainsaw.
Hey boys, I'm sorry to say that I am also a snorer, so
That's all
it's
right.
gonna be a
That's all right.
symphony in the tour bus once we go on tour.
I'm just gonna bring
I'm
an
gonna be
extra.
Alfonso
yeah,
just that
I have
night,
my-
just fucking driving, just like trying to, because I can't sleep. That guy is crazy.
yeah.
He'll stay up for like 5 days just driving. That's all he does.
Alfonso? Oh yeah, I don't even know how you do that.
I don't know how. It's not. I'm
He's
exaggerating.
sober. I don't know how you do that. He's sober.
Yeah.
I mean, Alfonso from Heartsick,
Yeah.
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 he'll stay up for
He's
5 days. That's not.
I'm
probably an
over exaggerating,
exaggeration,
but
but-
it's like 2 solid days. He'll stay awake, and he'll do all of the
When he has to
driving.
go downtown, though.
I
That's
can't
the way
do
you
that.
do it.
I'll pass out while
Yeah.
driving.
Yeah. No, I probably
Sorry.
I probably would too. But Alfonso's an animal, man. That dude is just
He-
relentless.
He's a
So-
fucking monster.
He was actually when I was starting to plan Rock Lansing, Alfonso and Shane were the ones that like I met with. It was me and Span, and we met with them and just kind of say, hey, this is what we want to do and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm a huge supporter of Heartsick, and I really I really want to help any of the local bands any way I can, like get bigger opportunities and grow and stuff. And it's yeah, it's the whole idea of Rock Lansing kind of like started before the pandemic. I probably had the logo for about 5 years, and then
Oh wow.
after the pandemic, we're just like we're kind of looking for something new to do, and we're just like, why don't we do a rock festival? So it was kind of, but it's just it's scary because when I understand the music business, how that works, and just all of the logistics of staging and fencing and all of that stuff is it was definitely a learning curve. Last year, I got I would say a bachelor's degree in how to put on a festival. So
Nice.
but I mean, it's definitely how like I've been doing festivals for over 10 years. I probably put on over 50 festivals between beer and bourbon and stuff. So
Nice.
so
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's fun. I mean, I guess my main thing is I just like seeing people have a good time, and probably some of my best memories for Rock Lansing last year was seeing like kids and their dads or their parents just having a good time at the festival, and I was like, that's awesome, man. I mean, I don't think a metal show. I mean, I think it can be all ages. I mean, yeah, he dropped the F-bomb, but like whatever. Like it's the F-bomb. Like it's a metal show.
That
So
was one of my favorite things about Havoc Fest. We were playing, and I didn't know what to do. There was some little kid, there was some people pitting a little bit. This little kid got thumped pretty good, I guess, and he started crying and whatnot. I didn't know what to do. It was in the middle of our set, so I waited for the set to be over, and I went around the crowd, and I finally found him, and I gave the little guy a CD, and I guess it made his day better because he looked bummed, man, and that bummed me out.
yeah, man,
Hold the kid.
you can get yourself in some pretty tough situations if you're in the pit. Like we were at Upheaval, and I went there to see like Dorothy in this moment, but in this moment didn't take the stage. So I pretty much opened up the pit and like Lamb of God, and here come this like 300-pound dude, like just like fucking squaring me up, and I just got down low like it was football, man. I was like, he's not taking on my legs, and luckily he didn't knock me over and stuff, but I was like, man, there's just some pits that are just different. Like Lamb of God is just different. Like Slayer is just different.
Thyarda's murder scared the shit out of me.
You said Slayer?
No, Thyarda's murder
Oh, okay.
before they got canceled.
Respectfully, only one member got canceled.
I don't listen to him anymore.
Yeah.
You
So
canceled them.
So other than you guys releasing singles this year, and you guys are on the kickoff show for Rock Lansing, what else you guys have? What else are you guys working on?
We're firing Brandon,
Oh,
getting rid of him.
we're learning it live here, folks. No, shit.
The original member.
We've got we're trying to get a show in Chicago locked in. I know that we're for sure doing Indie Metal Fest. Accuser did it last year, Accuser of the Brethren, and we're gonna go do it this year. And we're trying to get a couple of things happening before we head to Rock Lansing with Accuser and a Virtue, which
Yeah.
we're insanely stoked for. The last time we played with a Virtue, that was one of the craziest experiences of my life.
Have you guys ever played with Black Note Graffiti?
Yeah, one of the homegrown throwdowns. Yeah,
Yeah, they're cool. I like Black Note. They're good. They're good. So they're pretty cool.
I saw their music. I didn't really know much about them, and I was like, they're pretty good.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
why I was like, yeah, I want them on the pre-show.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was great choice. Honestly, they're pretty cool and they sound great. I'm excited to play with them again.
And they're from like Ann Arbor, I think Ann Arbor area.
Yeah, I know somewhere out east. Yeah, somewhere over there. But
Well,
yeah, they're pretty cool.
It's going to be a really diverse show, especially with having a mixture of all the bands like Black Note to a Virtue, and then Accuser and Let It Rot. And I would say Accuser of the Brethren's probably a little heavier than we are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Accusers definitely yeah.
I'd never seen them before. And then they opened up Havoc last year, and I was like, who the fuck is this band? This dude is just like owning the stage. Like he's so demonstrative, and I was like, man, I would definitely book them.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I guess the main thing I look for bands that own the stage, like command a crowd. I mean, that's what should be done. Like some of the best live shows I've seen, it's just like, I mean, the band owns the stage, and yeah, I mean, Accuser, they're definitely hard, but they put on a great live show. So do you guys, and a Virtue will kill it. I haven't actually seen Black Note live before, so I'm gonna be excited for that night to check them out.
They do a great
absolutely,
job.
yeah.
They do.
Yeah, they do a great job. They're pretty cool. They're nice. They're really nice to work with.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago,
genuine.
I emailed. I interviewed Gabby, so that was fun. Earlier today, I interviewed A Virtue, so had 3 parts of A Virtue on, so it was fun.
Oh, nice. It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
well, I don't want to keep you guys. I appreciate your time and coming out and goofballing and shooting the shit and all that stuff. So
And me losing connection.
It's okay. You came back. You're always
This
welcome.
his
my
Amish
best.
connection he has over there.
Yeah, no shit.
He has to crank a little turn. Sometimes he has like a hamster wheel. He puts his cats in there.
Don't tell Alfonso, but my internet connection is worse than Brandon's.
Yeah, you'll trigger Alfonso.
Are you having problems with your internet?
I'm not exactly no, my phone died. I'm sending smoke signals right now.
That's funny. All right. Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. And appreciate it. And May 9th is the kickoff show, and can't wait to see you guys out there for that.
Hell yeah,
Paul, I
thanks,
did
man.
have one. I have one question, Paul, off the record. Is
Sure.
there any like clause or radius for Lansing shows for the Rock Fest? Like not being able to play within 50 miles radius
I mean, I don't.
that you know of?
I'm not gonna hold you guys to that. Like, if you want to play another show, like I'm not gonna
Sweet.
bust your guys' balls about that. So
There it is. You've got it.
Boom. Awesome. All I needed to know.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it,
we
dude.
did say
Thanks
we were
for
gonna ask
doing this
that.
with us, and thanks for having us on the pre-show and everything too. We're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is just the start of what we're trying to do, and I'm sure we'll have you guys on the regular Rock Lansing Bill in the future too. And so just
That'd be cool.
there's
yeah.
gonna be more opportunities. We're just trying to get it going and get a good crowd to come out and just keep it going and keep building off of it.
Oh
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it.
We're always down. We love doing this.
Cool. Well, thanks for being on, and I'll let you guys go and have a good day. Thank you.
Yeah,
You
you
too.
too, man.
See you, Paul.
You as
Peace
well, man.
out. Nice talking.
Take care.